In this lesson, we'll be learning about and practicing multiplying fractions and mixed numbers using an algorithm, meeting the requirements for TEKS 6.3e. When multiplying fractions and mixed numbers using an algorithm, I'll simply remind you an algorithm is a process or set of rules used to solve problems. So in this case, we have several steps. First, we need to make sure we have fractions. If we don't have fractions, maybe we have whole numbers or mixed numbers, we're going to have to make some changes before we multiply. And we'll explain those steps here in this video. We will be multiplying fractions and mixed numbers using an algorithm, a process or set of rules. When multiplying fractions, for example, 1/4 and 2/3, all we need to do is multiply across the numerators, so here 1 times 2, and across the denominators, so again here 4 times 3. To produce our product in the form of a fraction. In this case, 2/12 or 2/12. Now, of course, every answer needs to be simplified. And 2 and 12 share a common factor of 2. That means they can both be divided by 2. And when I do that, I find my simplified product is 1/6. Multiplying fractions means I multiply across the numerator and across the denominator to get my product in the form of a new fraction. Simplify if it can be. The most common challenge when it comes to multiplying fractions is not the multiplication. I would say the most common challenge is remembering to reduce or simplify your product. And so you'll see here 1/3 times 3/5 is 3/15. Will you recognize that 3/15 can be simplified? That's the most significant challenge. Looking at your numerator and denominator to find common factors will help you to determine whether or not your product can be simplified. In this case, we can divide 3 and 15 by the common factor of 3, leading us to a simplified product of 1/5. So multiplying fractions appears to be pretty simple. Multiply across the numerators, multiply across the denominators, and then simplify. So the next thing I would point out is, what happens when you're asked to multiply a whole number times a fraction? If you're asked to multiply a whole number times a fraction, the first thing you'll need to do is change the whole number to a fraction. I can't multiply fractions unless I have fractions. And right now, the number 5 is a whole number. It is not a fraction. So to make it into a fraction, you can simply put it over 1. Anything divided by 1 is itself. So any and every whole number can be made into a fraction by simply putting it over 1. Once I've done that, I multiply my fractions by simply multiplying across the numerators and then across the denominators, leaving me with a product of 5/2 or 5/2. Now in this case, I have what's called an improper fraction. An improper fraction is a fraction where the numerator is larger than the denominator. So I need to rename this improper fraction into a mixed number. And the way that I do that is I divide the numerator by the denominator. How many groups of 2 can I make from 5? Well, it looks like I can make 2. 2 times 2 is 4. 5 minus 4 is 1. When working with fractions, I'm going to take my remainder, make it my numerator, and keep my denominator that I started with. So 5 halves can be renamed to 2 and 1/2. 2 wholes and 1/2 equals 5 halves. My renamed product is 2.5. So far, I've showed you how to multiply 2 fractions, and I've also shown you how to multiply a whole number times a fraction. So what happens if now I have a mixed number times a fraction? Well, in order to multiply fractions, I need to have 2 fractions. Right now, I have a fraction here in my second factor, but my first factor is not a fraction. It's a mixed number. It has a whole number and a fraction. Before I can multiply, I need to change, rename, or convert my mixed number into an improper fraction. I need to make it a fraction. So the way that I do that is I use what's called the check method. I start at the whole number, multiply it times the denominator, and add the numerator. The check method. 3 times 4 plus 1. 3, the whole number, times the denominator of 4 gives me 12. Plus the 1, the numerator, gives me 13. 13 is my new numerator, and I put that over my original denominator. 3 and 1/4 as a mixed number is equivalent, or the same, as 13 over 4. 13 over 4 is my improper fraction that I will now multiply times 1/3. 13 times 1 is 13. 4 times 3 is 12. 13/12. Now you'll remember, when the numerator is bigger than the denominator, that's an improper fraction. I now need to rename this or convert it back into a mixed number. So 13, my numerator, divided by 12. I can make one group of 12 from 13. 12 times 1 is 12. 13 minus 12 is 1. That 1 becomes my new numerator over my original denominator of 12. So that 13/12 as an improper fraction can be rewritten as the mixed number 1 and 1/12. Now let's talk a moment about why the check method works. Well, consider this. If my original mixed number was 3 1/4, the 3 is a whole number. With a denominator of 4, that means 4/4, right, would be all of the parts, which would give me 1 whole. 4/4 would be the same as 1 whole. So if I have 3 wholes, then I have 4/4 3 times. So this 1 whole is 4/4, this 1 whole is 4/4, and this 1 whole is 4/4. So to have 3 wholes, I have 4, 8, 12/4. Plus the fraction, the 1/4 I have right here, 12/4 plus the 1/4 would give me 13/4. That's the same as 3 times 4 plus 1. 13/4 is the improper fraction equivalent to the mixed number 3 1/4. So I've shown you how to multiply two fractions. I've shown you how to multiply a whole number and a fraction. And I've also shown you how to multiply a mixed number and a fraction. So let's make this example a mixed number times another mixed number. Now again, in order to multiply two fractions, I need to have two fractions. And right now I don't. I have two mixed numbers. So the first thing I need to do is change or rename these mixed numbers into improper fractions. I'm going to use the check method. 2 times 2 plus 1. 2 times 2 plus 1. That gives me 5. And I put that over my original denominator. Times 4 times 3 plus 1. 4 times 3 plus 1. 4 times 3 is 12 plus 1 is 13. And I put that over the original denominator of 3. I now have two fractions. And so I can simply multiply straight across the numerators. 13 times 5 is 65. And the denominator, 2 times 3 is 6. I now need to rename this improper fraction. My numerator is much larger than my denominator. I divide my numerator by my denominator to rename this improper fraction back into a mixed number. I can make one group of 6 from 6. 6 times 1 is 6. 6 minus 6 is 0. I bring down the 5. I can make no groups of 6 from 5. So this is 0. 6 times 0 is 0. 5 minus 0 is 5. That's my remainder. My remainder becomes my numerator over my original denominator. So that 65/6 or 65 over 6 is equivalent to the mixed number of 10 5/6. 10 5/6 is the product of 2.5 times 4 1/3. Let's go ahead and wrap up this lesson. When multiplying fractions, the first thing you need to consider is you must have two fractions. If you have two fractions, multiply numerators, multiply denominators, you find your product. If you don't have two fractions, say for example, one of your factors is a whole number. A whole number, whatever it might be, 2, 3, 5, 8, simply put it over 1. That makes it a fraction, and now you can multiply. If you have mixed numbers, remember, you'll need to use the check method, multiplying the whole number times the denominator, adding the numerator to make your new numerator over your original denominator. Once you've renamed your mixed number to a fraction, you'll be able to multiply across numerators and denominators. When you get your product, every time, if it's a improper fraction, make sure you rename it back to a mixed number. If it's a fraction, a proper fraction with the smaller numerator than denominator, always make sure you simplify if it's possible.